All right, man. Let's talk about excuse me, bumps on my face. I'll be breaking out quick, but yeah, Keith Thurman basically saying that it sounds like PBC is forcing him, or Showtime might be forcing him to fight Jaron Boots Ennis if no Terence Crawford fight, and I think that's why he's trying to lobby for the Terence Crawford fight so tough. Now I heard that Crawford and them was down to fight him. I don't know what changed. Was it the financials? Was it looking at what they could financially make versus Canelo Alvarez? I'm not sure exactly what changed in their train of thought of, you know, what happened with their train of thought of, fighting Keith Thurman. Okay. So I don't know exactly what I mean, fighting, yeah, Keith, I don't know exactly what happened, where the change of heart came at. Because remember, he was talking all that good stuff about, oh, I'm not Keith Thurman saying, well, I'm not going up that high to fight Canelo Alvarez. I'm not going that far to fight Canelo Alvarez. So that's pretty much was him. That's what he said. So, that's very understandable. Um, not want to jump up that far and fight an opponent of that stature and how big he is. But then turn around and say, well, I'll jump up there. I think it was the money. And I think that's kind of changed his mind on fighting Keith Thurman. Like, well, I get Keith Thurman this title shot. That's all I make. I can go fight Canelo Alvarez and make a whole bunch of money and make more money than ever made before. And you see Thurman say he will entertain facing Jaron Ennis if there's no Crawford opportunity arises. So at the end of the day, like I reported months ago, they were saying that Keith Thurman was going to be fighting Jaron Ennis. That's what's being said. He said, of course, I will entertain a fight with him, told Millicent. That's correct. If he comes in my face and we can't get a champion. So he basically said that he going to fight him. So he was talking to Mill City Boxing. So at the end of the day, Keith Thurman, seemed like he ain't got no other choice but to go in there and fight him. Now I don't know what happened with I don't know what happened with I don't know what happened with the Ugas fight. I heard he really wasn't keen on fighting Ugas neither. That's what I heard. I heard he wasn't really keen on fighting Dennis Ugas neither. So so that's something to chew on. That's something to chew on. So heard he wasn't too keen on fighting Dennis Ugas either, man. So that is what it is. It is what it is, man. But they forced him to fight Jaron Ennis. It's a great test for Ennis. Most people think Ennis gonna pass with flying colors with no resistance, but I think it'll be some resistance. I mean, Keith Thurman sat out the ring this long of a time. I mean, you trying to prop yourself up and for a big fight versus Terence Crawford, man. People didn't forgot who you are and what you do. And every time you go out there now, you got Lopez hurting, you got old man Pacquiao beating you. You got hurt by Mario Barrio. So people, I think, starting to lose faith. Well, lost faith in Keith Thurman kind of when he started ducking Errol Spence, but he is, he's progressively been getting worse. He's progressively been getting worse. So that's something else to look at. He getting worse, worse, and worse. So, I mean, we can say we want to say, whatever the situation may be, but I feel that he getting forced to walk the plank. He getting forced to walk the plank versus Jaron Boots Ennis. And it ain't nothing that he can do about it at this point. But unless Errol Spence give him an opportunity, Terence Crawford give him an opportunity. But the problem with that is he got a rematch with Errol Spence. He got a rematch with him. So you willing to wait another year? Because I believe last time Keith Thurman fought was February 2022. Yeah, February 5th, 2022. Last time you fought, you going on 2 years of inactivity right now. This is going on 2 years. How do you keep your brain hot enough, your brand hot enough for Terence Crawford and anybody else to look your way? Now I know you said he was preparing to fight Errol Spence because that's what he was being told, but Errol Spence said, "No, I'm going to go out there, um, and fight, Terence Crawford." He had to change your heart, you know. So, so that's crazy. Keith Thurman did it to himself. He said, they offered him a fight in the pandemic. Said he didn't want to fight without a crowd. No, thank you. Then he said, "I wish I would have did it." Yeah, we know you wish you would have did it. You know, we know you would have did it. So, excuse me, mama typing. But yeah, Keith Thurman gonna have to walk the plank versus Jaron Ennis. If he can get that win, then I think he might put himself in a position to get a title shot. That's the crazy thing about it. If he win that fight, he put himself in position to get a title shot. So it's on him. Because I don't know, if the rumors is true about him not wanting to get in there with Dennis Ugas or not. So I can't call it, but it was rumors. But now you got to cash out by Boots Ennis. And now Heyman probably tell him that's what you got to do. Well, you should have jumped up and waited or did something else. Should have stayed active and said, "Give me the slot you got." And it's been fairly active. You haven't. So you gonna come off a 2-year layoff, for almost 2-year layoff, maybe even more than that, and fight Jaron Ennis. Good luck with that. But that's the type of fight Jaron Ennis needs for validation. Even though they're gonna say, "Well, Thurman was old, he wasn't the best version of Thurman," but if he beat Thurman like nobody else beat Thurman, you gotta give him credit, full credit. You gotta tip your hat off to him. Because Thurman had a lot of fights, he crafty, you know, very crafty and all that stuff. So, but nonetheless, I remember he just talked about how he said that Clarissa Shields got more his fight, him potentially fighting Clarissa Shields, got more juice than him fighting Jaron Ennis, and more people know Shields than Ennis. Yeah, and it's on the come up for sure. And it's on the come up. I mean, anytime you got, a feminist type of movement, you got a female fighting a dude or trying to press a dude, especially a black woman trying to press a dude. Yeah, that's gonna gain some traction. That's gonna gain a lot of traction, Playboy. Because now you got the manosphere talking about it. Now you got everybody else speaking on it and stuff of that nature. So yeah, that's gonna have a tremendous amount of juice in the community. But it don't seem like Terence Crawford is in the business. It don't seem like Terence Crawford's in the business of bailing Keith Thurman out from a Jaron in his ass whooping. And will Keith just walk away? Is the question. Will Keith try to move up and wait and do something? Is the question. That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. So, but it seemed like if it's no bud, that he got to walk the plank. And I don't even know if they truly offered him the fight with Order Dennis Ugas anyway, or he just said no. Because I understand why you say no to an interim title fight. A guy coming off his eye looking like that. He been off for over a year. You've been off for over a year. And it just don't make no sense why he wouldn't take that fight. Was the financials not right? Do you know something we didn't know about a matchup with Ugas or whatever the situation may be? So it's gonna be tough to call. It's gonna be tough to call. It's gonna be tough to call. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out the boxing news and welterweight talk playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.